Have you ever noticed how some people seem to transform their lives almost overnight while others struggle for years without making much real progress? It's not that the overnight success actually happened overnight. It's that they built an entirely different identity through small, precise habits that over time rewired their brain and behavior from the inside out. Today, I'm going to show you the blueprint for doing exactly that. I'm going to share 7 atomic identity habits, tiny deliberate actions that compound into massive personal transformation. This isn't about chasing more productivity hacks or trying to force success through willpower alone. It's about changing the kind of person that you believe you are. Because the moment you shift your self image, your actions start to align effortlessly. I'm Justin Kaiser, and I've been building businesses for the last 24 years, including scaling a solar company into the largest solar franchise brand in the US before a merger with a publicly traded company, Stardust Solar. Let's start with habit number 1, morning identity priming. Most people roll out of bed and immediately check their phone, scroll social media, or dive into emails. The problem is you're instantly letting the world dictate your mental state. Successful people start their day by deliberately programming their mind to align with the identity they want to live from. Now, for me, this means reviewing my identity script before I do anything else. I'll read my vision in the present tense and I'll say things in my mind like, I am a confident, decisive entrepreneur who scales businesses with ease. And I visualize myself living that reality as if it's already true. The brain doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined events and real ones. It wires the same neural pathways. Just 5 minutes of intentional visualization in the morning sets your tone for the day. Think of it like warming up the engine of a high performance car. You're priming your mental state before hitting the road. Habit number 2, speak the language of your future self. Language is identity. The words that you use shape the way that you think. The way that you think shapes the way that you act. If you're constantly saying, I'm terrible at sales, or I'm always so busy, you're reinforcing the identity of that on a subconscious level. Start speaking in alignment with who you want to be. Even when I was struggling in business years ago after the real estate crash in '07, I never said I'm broke. I'd say I'm building a new profitable business. There's a massive difference between saying I'm trying and I'm doing. One keeps your identity in the realm of effort, and the other locks it into action. A great example is Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. Early in her career, she referred to herself as an inventor before she had even sold a single product. That label shaped her behavior and decisions until reality caught up. Habit number 3, anchor your environment to your new identity. Your environment is constantly feeding your subconscious cues about who you are. If your desk is cluttered, your phone is full of distractions, and you're surrounded by people who doubt your dreams, your environment is working against your new identity. Change the cues, change the behavior. I remember when I was scaling my credit repair business back in 2014, I started surrounding myself with other high performing entrepreneurs, people whose normal was operating at a level I aspired to be at, guys that were worth tens of millions to hundreds of millions of dollars. Just being in that environment made my brain accept a new baseline for what was possible. It made me believe that growing a company to several $100 million was possible. Even subtle changes like the books that you keep in view, the podcasts that you listen to, or the people that you grab coffee with send constant signals to your brain about who you are. Habit number 4, make one bold decision every week. Identity grows through action, especially action that scares you. If you want to be the kind of person who takes bold steps in business, you can't just think about it. You have to practice it. Each week, do something that your old self would have hesitated to do. This could mean raising your prices, maybe pitching a big client, or saying no to an opportunity that doesn't align with your vision. In 2007, I remember reaching out cold to a major industry player that I had no logical chance of landing. My old identity would have talked me out of it, but reaching out cold and eventually landing that partnership shifted how I saw myself forever. The fear didn't go away before I acted, it went away because I acted. Habit number 5, celebrate identity wins, not just outcome wins. Most people only celebrate when they hit it big or a big milestone, closing a deal, launching a product, hitting a revenue goal. But if you want to rewire your identity, you have to celebrate every time you act in alignment with your future self. That's what trains your brain to make those actions automatic. If your new identity is something like, I'm a disciplined leader, then celebrate the day you stick to your schedule, even if nothing massive happens externally. When I coach entrepreneurs, I have them track identity reps the same way a bodybuilder tracks sets in the gym. Every rep strengthens the muscle of your new self image. Habit number 6, eliminate identity leaks. An identity leak is any habit, relationship, or behavior that reinforces your old self. Maybe it's gossiping with coworkers when your new identity is about leadership and vision. Maybe it's saying yes to every request because your old self was afraid to set boundaries and say no. These leaks quietly pull you back into your old patterns. When I cut out identity leaks in my old life, my growth skyrocketed. I stopped saying yes to projects that just sounded busy, and I started saying yes only to what moved me toward my vision. This created space for bigger opportunities that my old schedule would have never allowed. Habit number 7, review and reinforce nightly. Your subconscious processes information during sleep, so the last time that you feed it at night really matters. Before bed, I'll review my identity script again, visualize tomorrow's key actions, and feel gratitude as if my vision has already happened. This isn't about positive thinking, it's about planting seeds that your brain will water overnight. Think of it like setting a GPS for your subconscious so it can keep working while you rest. Over time, these 7 habits work together like gears in a machine. Each small action reinforces the belief that you already are that kind of person who achieves your vision. That belief drives new behaviors. Those behaviors create new results. Those results strengthen your belief even further. It's a feedback loop of transformation. And here's the key. None of those habits are big in isolation. They're atomic. But stacked together day after day, they make your old identity impossible to return to. The person who started this journey, hesitant, self-doubting, stuck, simply doesn't exist anymore. You replace them with someone decisive, confident, and aligned. That's the magic of atomic identity. Now, I want you to pick just one of these habits and start it today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Napoleon Hill said, don't wait. The time will never be just right. So commit to it, act on it before the day ends. Every habit that you adopt is another vote for the future you. And over time, these votes create a landslide victory for the person that you were always meant to become. Thanks for watching. If you got value from this episode, share it with someone who's ready to upgrade their identity, because sometimes the biggest breakthrough comes from realizing who you truly are. Drop me a comment below and tell me this. Which of the 7 atomic identity habits resonates with you the most? And which one are you going to start today? What's the old pattern that you're finally ready to leave behind? And by the way, if you don't have a business yet, but you want a proven model that lets you grow while owning your time, consider booking a call with me. Start a solo franchise could be the path to your financial freedom. Not only can you build your wealth by growing your own business, you also get 25,000 stock options as a signing bonus and earn more options with every customer you serve. That means that you're not just running a business, you're also building equity as a true partner. My link's below if you want to chat about that. And until then, remember, every habit that you practice is a vote for the person that you're becoming. So align your thoughts, emotions, and daily actions with the version of you who's already living your dream. That's how empires are built. I believe in you. Now go build your empire. Be well, and remember, you are awesome.